Right, hello everyone. Sorry, I know you can't really see me, but I just come back from a dog walk. Starting to lose the light a little bit here now. Ay. So yeah, I'm just gonna light a candle. See if that helps. Whoa, looks orange. Okay, I'll leave it out. So I've just been out on my dog walk. I went out for quite a while actually. I got loads of chestnuts and things. I love them boiled. They actually taste banging. They taste so much sweeter when they're boiled. But yeah, right, what was I going to say? There's so, actually it's weird I just lit this because talking about plasma. Whoa, look at that. Woo! Well, that actually looks sketched, doesn't it? Okay, sorry I'm ranting, I'm getting off the topic of what I actually want to be talking about now. Sorry, this lighting's amusing me. Basically, I might like one more. Basically, right, I'm getting more stuff about in-depth and plasma, so I'm just going to run in this video. I don't know if I'm going to upload it or not, but I need to save it for myself anyway. So I want to show you this as well quickly. Put that in there. I put some gold on the lion's eyes. You can probably see it like flickers a bit. Put real gold in the eyes. Yeah, pretty cool. Oh my god, it's hard to hold this thing and get the lighting right. I like holding candles actually under my paintings because different light always shows like different images in the paintings. So yeah. Oh, I don't know if I like this light. I don't like turning the actual normal lighting on because I don't like being around that light. I think it affects everything, so I'm just using this light for now. So what I wanted to say was I keep being shown Sri Lanka for some reason. I know it has rose quartz. I'm just going to put this out now because my head is rolling around all these things. I'm trying to actually piece it together for myself on here as well. So yeah, it's got loads and loads of rose quartz. I know in the mountains in Sri Lanka because I know someone that went there, and I met someone a week after who was also talking about it. And recently I keep being shown Sri Lanka in my head for some reason. It's really annoying me. So I'm going to watch a documentary. Oh, you can see it now, look, the golden eyes. See how the gold reflects? Gold's amazing, it's so reflective. It's really reflective. So yeah. I keep being shown Sri Lanka, that's the first thing. So there's obviously something going on there, and then obviously I saw someone linked with elephants, so I don't know if I need to be going there and like communicating with the elephants or tapping into them from here. I'm going to watch a documentary later and see if anything comes through from looking at the place. So yeah, rose quartz. I also had a vision. Rose quartz was the only thing I didn't see in here when I went into the Natural History Museum. I said it was set up, like I keep being shown that, the way it was set up, because it had like the star, the astrology star as you walk in to it, and the way it was set up, it was like a hole at the top, and then you go up the escalators into that, and then it was like all in the dark, and all the minerals were in the dark, in the little holes and the little booths, and I realised the only mineral they didn't have was rose quartz. That's the only one they didn't have then. I found that kind of strange, because obviously it's the issue of love, isn't it? And I know they've got caverns under the Natural History Museum. So, yeah, and then Another thing I always get shown is the colour orange. So I've had this thing, because I know the monks always wear orange. And I know, obviously, because I'm talking about the cognition and the hue and how it affects, you know, the emotions, the wavelength. And now we're putting it all back to everything's a state of plasma. And I know fire in this realm is like the lowest state of plasma, fire. And then obviously you've got lightning. But then the trees also look like a slowed down form of lightning that are solid, but the opposite way. And right now it's like you get input output. Oh, I'm not going to get into that right now. Focus. So, okay, my mind does this. It wanders when I'm trying to piece everything together. So I was showing the monks, which is orange. Then I get shown like the sacral chakra. And just these colours, these certain colours, because obviously yellow is, in my other videos about the cosmic egg and everything linked to like the times we're coming out of, which would be with Hindu, which is linked to yellow, which is sacral, which would be like where I've got this stuff going on, and then obviously Angkor Wat linked back to the world's biggest Hindu temple, and then that linked obviously to Taj Mahal, India, all the stuff that's going on there. But and then obviously the yolk of the egg, the shape of the egg, the yolk is yellow. Now the cosmic egg, God, let's talk about that again actually, because that's been coming up as well. So the cosmic egg is the way it spins, because you know it's kind of like oval at the top, then goes around, and if I hold it in my hand with that bit, it just keeps circulating, because the shape it like goes up and then drops, It just does it on its own when there's a charge in it, and then it spins out the top and out the bottom. So obviously that's how things are getting made. But like the middle of the yolk is yellow, isn't it? It's yellow, so that I was being shown that, and then how that spins. So there's something with these wavelengths, is what I'm saying. They all fit together properly, and we need to look at this in states of plasma now. So yeah, we need to look at it from states of colour, really. So now everyone's starting to understand a little bit more about the language. We can start looking more into the colours and how the earth alchemy is all interacting through hue, through the wavelengths, because it is a hologram. So sorry, you're losing the light. I'm not going to make this too much longer. And then, yeah, so I've been showing the monks why they wear orange, and then I was keep being shown Sri Lanka. And then, obviously fire is like yellow, orange, and then the gamma ray, keep being shown the gamma ray around it, and then links with UV. So, yeah, and at the moment, I just messaged Melissa because I was getting these ideas about this video for her to edit, to do like stop motion with the trees, because as we're going into winter now here, you can see where the colours are. In like the green, and then like everything has input output. I was meant to say this in my video the other day, input output. So subconscious has a way in, has a way out. So it's like input output, and everyone has this, you know, like when you eat and it comes out and then blah blah blah. We need to start looking at the input output of things. So when we're in the summer, the sun's coming down, isn't it? So that's plasma. So it's not, things aren't really hot and they aren't really cold either. It's a bit more to do with certain energies. This is what I mean about language now when I'm saying this stuff. So when we're in the summer, we're getting more plasma, and we're intaking. That's why people can sun eat and things like that. And then when we're going into winter, it's leaving, and you can actually see it leaving everything. So you can start seeing the colour leaving, and then it goes back to brown, and then I found some more flint today, but I'm still looking at the flint again, because the flint is coming out of chalk. That's what they're building all the churches out of. And there's something called ring stone or something like that as well, because remember they're ringing the bells, and the bells have got like copper, iron, they've all got different things in the bells. Look at the shape of it. When they ring that, it's going into the flint, and then that's amping out, because flint is explosive. So it's plasma, and it's explosive when you put it in fire. So it's like plasma eating plasma, and then it's like exploding. So we actually need to look at that, because copper puts fire out, and spiders have copper in their blood, and they all living off of this. Yeah, and I found some more flint today in certain bits of clay, the soil here, some of it's really red, and I know where there's red soils, and I went there. Most of the flint there has got quartz in it, so we need to look at where it's like meeting. Yeah, so it's like where there's loads of different genres of trees here as well. So there's loads of different genres of leaves. So you've got to think of the tree sucking up the water, and then how is that creating colour with the sun? Yeah, that alchemy, the earth alchemy, so then it's like different plasma meeting whatever the tree's sucking up, and then that's creating the leaves, and then the leaves now, or everywhere now, are like turning to orange. The green's leaving, then that's leaving, and it's going into the ground, and then that's making the soil, so it's going back to brown. It's like when I get my paint palette and you mix it all together, like when you're a kid and it always turns brown. So it's like all the colours mixed together turn brown. Yeah, and then that's growing out again. But this flint is mixing with certain different genres of soils. So it seems to be the red soil. I think it's called like Canibar or something like that. That's what makes it. Cinnabar or something like that. The name of the thing, they call it in language. So yeah, and then that is explosive. But it's only forming in the flint mainly with red in, which is by certain soils, which I think is created by certain genres of trees. So we need to start studying this because we're talking about the Wood Wide Web now. We're getting closer. But yeah, I'm losing light, so I am going to go. So I was just saying to Melissa, maybe if she could stop motion, like focus on a certain couple of trees and do a stop motion in a short video of like attaching the plasma to the colour leaving, and actually look at it more in depth. And then we need to start studying these seasons now, like away from language, and just looking at it as colour and plasma and input output is what I'm seeing. Right, anyway, a lot of love. I am out because I'm losing light and I don't want this to be too long. So yeah, I hope that makes some kind of sense. A lot of love.